Hi guys, welcome to Rancho Fury Garage. My name is Mario. Welcome to another episode. So you guys have probably been wondering like what I've been doing. Well, I've been recording videos. It's just I haven't been posting it up on the on YouTube because if you're not familiar with video editing and all of that, it really takes some time to edit the videos, put it all together. I've also been busy at work, but finally I've have some time to start working on the Bronco again. So in this video you're going to see the removal process for the on the engine. I've removed the engine already, took out all the engine accessories, pulled the engine out, dropped the transmission down, and dropped the fuel tank. So now I'm ready to start removing panels. On my last video, or a couple of videos, I mentioned that I was going to finish the body cart, but I kind of put that on hold for now because if in this garage there isn't really much space. So I try to clean out as much as I can, put it in the back somewhere, and then backyard. Hope you enjoy, guys. So in this video, I removed all the engine accessories and labeled everything of importance and made notes so that everything that I need to put back together goes in the right place. Parts removal was pretty straightforward and most of the bolts came out easy. I think the only thing that gave me a hard time was the exhaust manifolds. The bolts were so badly corroded that it took a bit more time in removing, but it finally came off. And then after removing the six bolts holding the transmission to the engine, it was ready to be lifted out using an engine hoist and a load leveler. To disengage the engine from the transmission, I used a ratcheting strap to pull the engine horizontally from the transmission and then lift it with the engine hoist. We had a little difficulty lifting the engine out because the engine hoist boom was already hitting the garage door, so I had to swing the engine up and over the radiator support. So next came the transmission removal, and before dropping it down, I had to disconnect the front and rear drive shaft U-joints, and then remove the 7 bolts securing the transmission crossmember to the frame. 7 bolts in my case because one bolt head had already broken off, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to remove the stud that's stuck inside the bolt hole. And then a little hammering action frees the crossmember, and it was ready to come down. This transmission is pretty heavy, so I used this Harbor Freight transmission jack, which is really a time saver for a one-man job. Remember, this transmission is very heavy, and if you're just one man trying to get this transmission out while you're on your back, you're gonna have a difficult time. It's pretty heavy. This is the transmission after being power washed. I had to scrape off most of the grease, sprayed it with the engine cleaner, let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and power washed it, and it came out pretty clean. And here's the bell housing, which I will be using with the AX15 transmission. This AX15 transmission came off of a 1989 Jeep Comanche, and I just need to buy the AX15 adapter plate to mount to the transmission and the bell housing there, and this should mount directly to the 1992 5.0 EFI engine. and the Dana 20 transfer case, I will be rebuilding that and reusing it, and this the AX15 will also be rebuilt, and I'll probably have to upgrade some of the gears. So I'll position this jack right in between this fuel tank strap right here. As you can see, the J hook here holds it to the frame. Then you have the fuel tank strap right across, and to the other side of the frame. See that knot doesn't seem to be loosening up, and it looks like it's about to break the J hook bolt right there. I could see it bending while I'm turning it, so let's see if it'll loosen up. If not, I'm just gonna have to cut this off. It looks like, yep, it's gonna break. Boom. So that's the rubber hose that connects to the fuel filler neck to the fuel tank. So I'm just gonna loosen this screw right here, unbolt that, and move to the other side and unbolt the other strap, and the tank should come down. I was just reviewing the video there, and I guess I forgot to turn on the camera, but I didn't capture the disconnections I made when I dropped down the fuel tank. But I'm just gonna try and point that out here. So before I dropped it down, I've cut the hoses, and the ground there to the fuel tank broke off, and I just ended up snipping the harness, the wire that connects to the fuel sending unit, and also I cut off the this tube right here. So this right here, this tube right here connects to that part of the tube for the fuel tank, and this ground connection here just connects to the frame rail right there, and this wire harness connection, I just cut it off from there. I'm not going to reuse any of the wiring harnesses. Those are 50-something-year-old wiring harnesses, so I'm just going to replace those with the new ones. And look right there, I don't know if you can see that right there, but it looks like a rat that just got stuck in that hole and never managed to get out. Skeletonized rat or mouse. From the looks of it right there, I guess he made that his little rat's nest up there somewhere. Alright, so the fuel tank is down. I can safely say that I can start removing panels and welding safely. That might be it for today. Just remove the fuel tank. I'll be moving on to the next process.